بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 6. We are in model 9 volume and surface area. Today we have the third lesson, surface area of triangular prisms. Today we have surface area of triangular prisms. In this lesson we want to learn how to make a net and how to find the surface area of a triangular prisms.
Make a net to represent a triangular prism. Teaching notes. A triangular prism is a prism that has triangular bases. The net of a right triangular prism is composed of two congruent triangles, called the bases, and three rectangles, which are the faces or sides.
As you see, here we have triangular prism, and this is the net. This is the net of the triangular prism. As you see, we have two bases, and we have three sides. The type of the bases triangles, and the type of the sides will be rectangles. So here we have a triangular prism. This is the base, and here the base. Here down we have the bottom, and here up we have the top, and here in the back we have the side. So as you see, we have here triangle, and here we have triangle, and here back we have rectangle, and here we have rectangle, and here the bottom will be also rectangle. So we have the bases will be two triangles, and we have the sides will be three rectangles. The first step here, draw and label the bottom. This is the bottom face and the two triangular bases. This is the first base, and this is the second base. So the first base, triangle. So to do the net of this prism, the first step, to draw the base. This is the base, triangle. As you see, here we have 5, here we have 12, and here we have missing value. What is the missing value here? This side equal this side. So here 13 means here 13. So the first side here 5, the second side here 12, and the third side will be 13. The second step, draw the bottom. Here the base, then here the bottom, then draw the second base or the opposite base or the congruent base. Right. As you see the bottom, we have here the width 12 and the length will be 15. So 12 here and here we can write 15. Then draw the back side or the right. The length will be 15 and here the width will be 5. Then the last step, draw the top here. So as you see here, the top, we have length 15 and width 13. And as you see, this is the net. This is the net. Right. Why we want to find the net? Why we want to find the net of the triangular prism? To find the surface area. It is important to find the surface area. So surface area of a triangular prism, you can use the net of a prism to find the surface area of the prism. Right. Watch with me this video.
The surface area of a three-dimensional figure.
Right. As you see here, we have triangular prism. In this triangular prism, we have, this is here the base triangle, and here the opposite base triangle, and the two triangles here congruent. And here we have the side will be rectangle, and here we have the opposite side also will be rectangle, and here we have the bottom also rectangle. So we have three faces rectangle and two bases triangles, and we want to find the surface area of this triangular prism. At the first, do the net. At the first, try to draw the net.
Is the sum of the areas of the faces. To find the surface area of this triangular prism, find the sum of the areas of the two triangular bases and the areas of the three rectangular faces.
So here we have the dimensions. We have this side 5, and we have this side 6, and this side 5, and we have here this side 9, and we have here in the red line we have the height of the triangle will be 4.
You can use a net to find the surface area of the triangular prism. A net is a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional figure. The shapes in the net of this triangular prism are two triangular bases and three rectangular faces.
So this is the net of the triangular prism. As you see, this is the first base triangle, and this is the opposite base, also the congruent triangle with the first triangle. And then we have here the bottom rectangle, and here we have the two sides will be congruent rectangles.
First, find the area of the triangular bases. Since each base is a triangle, find 1/2 of the length of the base times the height. The triangles are congruent, so the area of each triangular base is the same.
So the first step to find the surface area of this triangular prism. So try to find the area of the base. What is the type of this base? Triangle. How to find the area of triangle? How to find the area of triangle? We can use this rule. A, the area, equal 1 over 2 multiplied by the base, multiplied by the height. So this is here 1 over 2. And this is the base, and here the height. So as you see here, the base 6 and the height 4. So we can write here 4 times 6. 4 times 6, 24, times 1, 24, divided by 2 will be 12 square inches. So the area of each triangle will be 12 square inches.
Next, find the area of the rectangular faces. Because the bases of the prism are isosceles triangles, two of the rectangular faces are congruent. Find the area of one of the congruent rectangles by multiplying length times width. Then, find the area of the third rectangular face.
As you see here, we have rectangle, and here we have congruent rectangle. So how to find the area of the rectangle? A equal length times width. The length will be here 9 and the width will be 5. So 9 times 5. 9 times 5 will be 45 square inches.
Multiply length 9 inches times width 6 inches.
And the area of the bottom, also the bottom will be rectangle. Length times width. The length here will be 9 and the width will be 6. So you can write 9 times 6 will be 54 square inches.
Finally, find the sum of the areas of all the faces. Add the areas of the two triangular bases. The two congruent rectangular faces, and the third rectangular face. The sum of the areas of all the faces is 168 square inches.
So to find the surface area now, find the sum of the areas of the faces. And the area of each triangle 12, we have two triangles, means we can write 12 plus 12 or 2 times 12. Then we have two sides, two congruent rectangles. Each one, the area of each one will be 45, so we can write 45 plus 45 or 2 times 45. Then the last, we can add the area of the bottom will be 54. So the sum of all areas here will be 168 square inches. This is the surface area of
the surface area of the triangular prism is 168 square inches.
As you see here, we have this triangular prism. We have here the base triangle, and here in the back we have the opposite congruent base, also triangle, and here in the side we have rectangle, and here we have the opposite congruent side, also rectangle. Then here down we have the bottom, also rectangle. So we want to find the surface area of this triangular prism. At the first, draw the net. Draw the net. So start from the bottom, rectangle, draw here rectangle. Then draw the two congruent bases, the first base, second base. Then draw the two congruent sides, two congruent rectangles. This is the first side, and here the second side. Then after you draw the net, now you can find the surface area. The first step, find the area of the triangle. Find the area of the triangle. To find the area of the triangle, remember you have rule 1/2 multiply by the base multiply by the height. But we have two congruent triangles, means two congruent areas, so we can multiply this rule by 2. Now 2 times half, 2 times 1/2 will be 1, and the value of the base 12, and the value of the height will be 8. Now 8 times 12 will be 96 centimeters squared. Then we can find the area of the congruent sides. This is the first side, rectangle, and this is the second side, rectangle. To find, as you remember, to find the area of the rectangle, we can use the formula or the rule, length times W, or length times width. But we have two congruent sides, two congruent rectangle. So we can multiply the rule by 2. So we have 2 times the length, as you see, will be 20. And the width, as you see here, will be 10. Two times 20, 40. 40 times 10 will be 400. Centimeter squared. Now the last area for the bottom, as you see also the bottom rectangle. So the formula, length times width. The length will be 20 times
12
the width will be 12
equals 240.
Great. So 2 times 12, 24. Then add the 0. So the answer will be 240 centimeters squared. Then to find the surface area, find the sum of the all areas here. We have here 96. And here we have 400. And here we have 240.
$736 centimeters square.
So the answer will be 736 centimeter square. Thank you, Daniel. Great. Who has any question here? No questions?
No.
In this example, we have this triangular prism, and here we have the net. And I want to find the surface area. So try to find the area of the triangle here, and this triangle congruent with this triangle. Then try to find the area of the rectangle here, and this rectangle congruent with this rectangle. Then try to find the area of the bottom. Then you can add the all areas. And I want to from all to try to find the surface area in this example. Then tell me what is your answer. Start, please.
Mister, the answer is 6.9 centimeters square.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Who has different answer? Okay, check with me, please. The first step, we want to find the area
of the triangle.
of the triangle. So to find the area of the triangle, we have formula A equal 1 over 2 multiplied by the base multiplied by the height. But here we have two congruent triangles. So we can multiply the formula
Times 2.
Now 2 times 1 over 2 will be 1. And the base, this is the base, 1 times the height, this is the height, 0.9. 1 times 0.9 will be 0.9 centimeters squared. Now we want to find the area of the two sides. We have here two congruent sides, this first side here and the second side here. Two congruent rectangles. So the formula of area of rectangle will be length times width. But here we have two congruent rectangles. So we can multiply
Times 2.
the rule or the formula by 2. So we can write here 2 times the length here will be 2
Times 1.
and the width will be 1. 2 times 2, 4 times 1 will be 4 centimeter squared. Then the last area for the bottom, also the bottom rectangle. So the formula will be length times width. So the length here, this side equals this side. So here 2, here 2
2 times 1.
times the width will be 1.
Equals 2.
2 times 1 equals 2 centimeter
Centimeter square.
squared. Now to find the surface area, S equal the sum of the all areas. We have here 0.9
Plus 4 plus 2.
plus here we have 4 plus here we have 2. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 0, 6.9
6.9 centimeter square.
centimeter squared. Great work, Daniel. I will add to you 5 marks. Thank you. So this is the surface area. Who has any question here?
Nobody, Mr. Mr. I have.
Yes, tell me.
Mr. In the area 2 that you calculate, we had 1, 2. From where did the other 2 come?
This 2?
No, Mr. In the time. In
Here?
the monthly. Yeah.
This 2? This is the length. This is the rectangle. What is the length of this rectangle? This side, the length. What is the total of this length? As you see, 2. So we bring the 2 from here. Okay, Omar?
Yeah.
Okay. Who has any question? Clear for all? Is it clear for all? Okay. بطي. بطي. محمد علي.
نعم أستاذ.
محمد سالم. حمدان الكعبي. حمدان الكعبي. حمدان الكعبي. خالد خليل.
نعم أستاذ.
أستاذ أنا حمدان الكعبي موجود.
موجود. أوكي. دانيال.
نعم مستر.
سعيد.
نعم مستر أنا سعيد.
سلطان علي. سلطان علي. سلطان علي. سلطان غازي. سلطان غازي. عامر.
نعم أستاذ.
عبد الله راشد. عبد الله راشد. عبد الله محمد الجابري. عبد الله الحمادي.
نعم مستر.
عبد الله الأحبابي. عبد الله مسعود. عبد الله مسعود. عمر الشامسي. عمر الشامسي. عمر الشامسي. عمر علي.
نعم أستاذ.
فلاح الشرياني. فلاح. فلاح. محمد أحمد الحمادي.
نعم أستاذ.
محمد سعيد السريحي.
نعم أستاذ.
محمد حمادة.
نعم أستاذ.
اسمه يطلع أستاذ.
بإمكانه يغادرنا. مطوع. مطوع.
أستاذ أنا هون.
شو اسمك أنت؟
أنا محمد حمادة.
أوكي محمد. مطوع. مطوع سيف. منصور علي. منصور علي.
أستاذ موجود.
Okay. Today we have homework. I will send it inshallah. This is our video today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.